everyone. Today's practice will be a full body stretch. So if you're feeling any tightness anywhere in the muscles, we will work that out today. So when you're ready, go ahead and join me in a comfortable seated position. And let's just take a moment to check in with ourselves. Maybe you close the eyes, maybe you keep them open. Just noticing the breath here. And when you're ready, take a moment to set an intention for your practice today. Taking an inhale here. And on the exhale, we'll go ahead and get started. We'll start with some torso circles here. So just drawing circles over to one direction. Going at a pace that feels good for you. And when you're ready, slowly switching directions. Great, returning back to the center. When you're ready, we'll take some shoulder rolls here. Maybe you bring the fingertips to the shoulders if that feels more comfortable. And slowly switching directions. Remembering to breathe. Great, go ahead and shake it out. Moving to our neck now, just slowly looking over the right shoulder, feeling a stretch in the left side of the neck. Great, big inhale here. On the exhale, slowly return the head back to center. Now we're looking over the left shoulder. 2 big breaths on your own here. And when you're ready, returning back to center, and we'll take a deltoid stretch. So just bringing the right arm across the body and then gently holding on the arm. Maybe you cradle the arm. Taking an inhale. On the exhale, slowly release the hands, switching sides here. Great, big inhale. Exhale it out. Fantastic. From here, we'll take a little bit of a twist, inhaling through the center. Exhale, opening up to the right side. That back hand comes on the earth. Front hand is on the knee. Gently twisting here. No need to push. Taking 2 breaths on your own. And when you're ready, slowly returning to center and switching sides. Fantastic. Returning back to center here. And you have the option to either take your cat and cow seated down, or you can join me on all fours. So inhale, dropping the belly and the gaze comes up. Exhale, rounding the spine, chin to chest. Take about 3 more of these at your own pace. And I'll tell you when we'll join back up again. Taking maybe 1 more inhale, dropping the belly. And then exhale, rounding the spine, chin to chest. Returning back to that all 4 position. And from here, we're gonna do thread the needle. So you got a couple of options here. Left hand, you sink those hips back. That left hand's gonna stay here. We're gonna thread our right arm underneath here. If that's super uncomfortable, you can bring a block to your chest, or you can just take child's pose and bring your arms over. So if you're taking thread the needle with me, using that left hand to anchor, feeling a stretch in the shoulders. Great, big inhale here. Option to lift that top arm only if it feels good for you today. Great, slowly unthreading yourself. This time, thread the needle on the opposite side. Option to lift that top arm. 2 more breaths right here. Slowly making your way back to that all 4 position. And I invite you to take puppy pose. So butt is up in the air. We walk the hands forward. Chest and head comes down, puppy pose. Feeling a stretch all in the upper back. Taking a great big inhale here. And on the exhale, super slowly rolling onto the belly here. We're gonna make our way into Sphinx pose. So you bring the forearms here, just onto the mat, lifting up the chest super gently here. Feeling a stretch in the upper back maybe. Great, and from here, keeping those forearms on the ground, option to take cat and cow from the Sphinx position. Taking about 2 more here. And then super slowly rolling back onto the belly. This time, fingertips come just outside of the chest, gently lifting up here for seal pose. Taking an inhale on the exhale, that left ear comes down to the mat. Taking 2 breaths here. Slowly inhale back up to the top. Right ear comes down this time. Great big inhale. On the exhale, return to center, and we're pushing back to child's pose. Taking your time, wide leg child's pose, and just take a moment here to rest. Great. From here, I invite you to slowly come back to the knees, and we're gonna make our way into down dog. If you have sensitive wrists, you can do this on your forearms. So hands plant down, untucking those toes, sending the hips up, down dog. Maybe you pedal it out here. Option to send the right heel up, and then just drop the foot over to the left hip here, getting a little bit more of a stretch. Taking a great big inhale. On the exhale, slowly thread the leg through, making your way into a low lunge, dropping that back knee, crescent lunge. Great big inhale here. On the exhale, we're sinking back, getting a stretch in that hamstring. Taking a great big inhale. On the exhale, left hand plants down, right hand comes up to the ceiling, taking a stretch. And then when you're ready, lifting up that left hand, and we're revolving over, looking over the right side. Great big inhale. On the exhale, hands cartwheel back down. Maybe you walk the right foot out a little bit more with the toes pointed at a 45-degree angle. Taking that top hand on the top of the thigh and gently just twisting here. Great big inhale. On the exhale, returning that leg back down to a neutral position, making our way back into that down dog. 3-leg dog here. Dropping the heel over to the hip, get a more stretch. Lifting it back up, hug it in. Making your way into that low lunge, dropping that back knee, untuck the toes. Crescent lunge here. When you're ready, sink it on back. Feeling a stretch in the hamstrings. Option to come up tall if that feels better. Taking a great big inhale here. On the exhale, we're returning to our crescent lunge. Right hand comes to the earth, left arm lifts up. When you're ready, pushing off of the earth, making your way into a revolve crescent. Great big inhale here. On the exhale, we're gonna bring those hands right back down, walking the toes out just a little bit, making your way into a twist. Great big inhale here. On the exhale, slowly returning the knee back to a neutral position. We're gonna take pigeon pose. So you've got some options here. Your option 1 is to bring the leg forward, creating a right angle, and then shift the hips forward. If that's super intense, don't worry. You can also come onto the butt, creating a figure 4, or lastly, you can just kick up the legs and recline pigeon. So decide which one feels best for you and then take that posture. And when you're ready, slowly bringing the left foot back down if you took that option. If you're in the up pigeon position, slowly bring your back to a neutral space for the knees. This time, right foot plants down. If you're on the back, left foot crosses over, lift. If you're taking pigeon upright, bringing that left leg forward. Taking a great big inhale. Then exhale it out. One more inhale. On the exhale, foot comes down if you took that option. If you're up for pigeon, go ahead and join us on our backs here. And when you're ready, just windshield wiper the legs side to side. Great. Once you're in the back here, go ahead and lift the legs up. And you're gonna cross at the knee. So drop that left foot and then drop that right foot. You don't have to hold your feet. You can just kind of let them hang out here for reclined cow face pose. Feeling this in the hips. Again, you've got an option to let the feet just kind of hang out. Great big inhale. On the exhale, super slowly, legs extend back up. Crossing the left leg over the right, drop the knees. It's okay if you have less flexibility on one side, so do I. Great big inhale here. On the exhale, slowly releasing the feet back down. Arms come out in a T position. Slowly extending them up overhead. Lifting the arms, hands come to the ceiling. Slide them back down on the ground, and we're going to take that again. Arms come up into a T. Arms cup up overhead. Lift the hands up to the ceiling. Palms down on the earth. Once more. Arms in a T. Flip those hands up. Arms come overhead. Palms stretch up to the ceiling. Palms down on the ground. Flip the palms up to the ceiling. Hands in a T. Hands overhead. Hands to the ceiling. Hands come down on the earth. Taking a moment here to find stillness, and then make your way into our final resting position. Whether you want to extend out long in corpse pose, maybe you want to bring the soles of the feet on the earth, or you can go into a seated position. Giving yourself permission to rest. Whenever you're ready, begin just wiggling the fingers and toes to bring some awareness back into the body. And when you're ready, slowly leaning onto your left side, bringing the knees up to fetal position. Taking a moment here, and when you're ready, pressing up off the earth, coming back into a seated position, making your way back into a comfortable seat. Taking a moment here to take one final inhale and exhaling it out. Bringing the hand to the center of the heart and taking a moment to express gratitude to you and your body. Taking one more inhale and exhale it out. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me. Hope that you're feeling that the muscles are much less tense after that.